Again, you're watching a totally unrehearsed. This is a quick addendum to the last one about occupy jobs or get occupied by jobs. There's no reason why these jobs couldn't be done 5 hours at a time. So a 5-hour work week. So let's say we got to burn some grass here, and some towns got. Normally, you get, say it's not too big a town. You got a running track, and you got your football stadium. Okay, say there's no burn. Well, then maybe you need stands. Now, I guess you can buy your handy-dandy stands, right? And the stands, just like you get an ACE stand crew, they take that aluminum. They're called installers, I think, in the business. I've worked around installers, and what they do is they take out kits and they put things together real quickly. So you got a stand, so that's cool, and you go sit on them, and they're aluminum, and most of the time, unless they're structurally sound, and you got your aluminum and the stands, and they're okay. So they need help. They're cold. They're antiseptic. They're like everyone's got one. It's like heck, for Soviet. Well, maybe everyone's grateful because you got stands. And then I guess those installers went away, and maybe they came with the stands, sort of like manufactured homes. So you're sitting on the new stands and watch the team. That's kind of cool. All right, but maybe the stands could be made more like that town's. So have a little design competition from kindergarten art students on up. What do you think the new stands ought to be like? Then you call up and there's a list of them, and they're all like famous gunslingers in the West. They're trying to establish their reputation. Have cash, will travel. Federal money marshal. And so people say, here's our kindergarten drawings of what our new football stadium stand should look like. We want to put concession stand, and everyone's wild about Jenny's Tacos, so we thought she could be there and stuff. And just be honest about it. And he says, howdy, yeah. Comes down, visits, when he gets to travel the country, he doesn't get paid ridiculously. He doesn't get kickback from Jenny's Tacos or anything. And so he gives him the camera. Okay, so we got a little blue camera here. The camera reports to him. Did it, how the job's doing. Did it. He watches it on his screen as Jenny's Tacos concession stand is being built. And so maybe there's that pile of rocks down by where they almost had a quarry until they realized that they wasn't getting it. Or whatever. Back where, as some folks would say, that's where you go to where the Coke sign used to be and then take a left. Sorry, low taste to laugh at your own stuff there when it's oldest joke in directional. You can't get there from here. Okay, you get the idea. Every community could do it, and the guy keeps in touch. And what's more, it's on a national bank, a national channel. Say, if you got internet, you have a channel in which people can dial up and look at these jobs across America being done, and where the money goes. This is the beauty part of the whole thing. The paycheck is cut to these minimum hour workers. So you get people working, well, this has got to be 8 hours. I mean, football games aren't 8 hours, and some of those guys do just fine. Okay? So everybody gets all stretched and limbered up and stuff and works 5 hours or so. But something that this guy can relate to. So if somebody wants to check up on a job, say, play with innovation, but it's all monitorable. So when the paycheck gets cut for Jenny's Taco stand, there's that first amount that looks, well, that's good, really, but If I spent all that on my rent, I could not make it to work because I wouldn't have any gasoline. So there's that amount, huh? Okay. And then there's that sad stuff, right? That and then you get, if you're a single guy and you sleep on a sofa or in a culvert or something, you get beer or something, or you live in a car in Phoenix. Okay, what this does when it comes to that take-home pay, this guy sees the work being done, and say in the first 2 days he sees the work being done, the paychecks come to him. This is where the government doesn't stimulate. He sees the people working. He sees the job, and so he sees a certain number of people doing, a certain number of paychecks come. He gets their paychecks. He doesn't approve the paychecks. He just approves the take-home pay. You see where this goes. So the fraud has to go down to, if it's going to go to anywhere, that would mean there would have to be these fake workers cashing fake take-home paychecks. Okay? Because just the take-home pay gets bumped. And these paychecks would have a certain diddity on them that they're government approved, but you skip going to a bank loan. You skip going through the government agency, the approval of the dart snail's sex life. You skip all that stuff. The psychology of the home of the worker and analysis team. You just increase the pay on the take-home part. So if somebody likes Jenny's Tacos and they want to build a Jenny's Taco stand, and they got civic pride, but they also could use some money, they get 12. In our state, I think minimum wage is something like $8.40. So I guess it's like around just shy of $7. Working for $14 an hour, you can start a whole new life out here, but not at 6. You can start a whole new pretend. You can start something, but why not start something and have it be good immediately instead of someday maybe? That double take-home pay, it affords you all kinds of things. People say, well, you just sleep in your car. For people do that. You know what you kind of vibe you get when you sleep in your car? You're sleeping in your car like all those other people who sleep in their car. And you go, well, you can get, you're not being. Skip that attitude. Lose it. I mean, we're going to die with an attitude like the Republicans are saying there's not enough money except for us. I mean, is it going to get any more odd? More on this idea. I got about 10 of these out. Oscar 21-10-10. A jobs network for everyone to watch and get inspired by. And hey, teenage high school production crews. And the difference between this kind of infrastructure is you build your kids their own tree fort, unless it's zoned against in your neighborhood. Because like maybe the peoples would have to see the kid fall out of the tree. It's kind of funny because plug for a show at the Views today on Tuesdays, the Peoples. They fell out of a tree and got a necktie. Now what? Okay, so instead of buying that plastic injection molded from China playground set, have you seen those in the yards? And like the kids look at it like they want to go play with their free McDonald's doll more than get on that thing. So like this is like for adults. Make your own one. And have a contest about who can have the most fun with money. Because from what I can see, a lot what's on TV, the wealthy people are having a catastrophic time of having fun with the money they have. Oscar 21-10-10.